Sharon. You're welcome. I would like to welcome everyone on this wonderful session. Yes, my name is Rachel Katende, YPMP alumni, and we are really so humbled to have you all here. We are going to start with a word of prayer, and it's going to be as brief as a Chinese phrase. Okay, thank you. Father Lord, for this wonderful day, we thank you for the lives that are going to be impacted in this session. We thank you, Lord, for this amazing day, for the results. Father, you give us utterance, you tell us what to speak, you guide us in all and every way. Father, Lord, I thank you for everyone that is joining, guide them and enable them to. We pray all this in the Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, thank you so much. After that very brief prayer, I would like to welcome you all. Greetings to everyone. A very warm welcome to all of us present here. Special thanks to our chief mentor, Madam Agnes. Thank you for being with us here despite your busy schedule. And greetings to our dear mentors, our dear speakers of the day, and our dear applicants. You're most welcome. You are welcome to the YPMP. YPMP is Young Professionals Mentorship Program, and you're welcome to the YPMP 2025 Application Information Session that is happening right now. What I'm do today, I'm just moderating the session, and this session is aimed to share with our applicants and people that have been still having second thoughts about joining the program, those that still had questions on what the program is all about. This session is for you. And whoever you are, just get your questions ready, since you have the big people here with you. They are going to answer each and every question that you could be having. And as this is I just want to charge you up and inform you that this is not only an information session, it's also a platform where you're going to be able to learn what YPMP is all about, discover the beautiful journey of how the program was started, how it has been able to benefit different people from the different cohorts. And you, as I said, you have the big people with you today. Just take it upon you to ask all the questions that you have about YPMP. Personally, I'm from cohort 4, the great and mighty cohort 4. Sorry, cohort 3, the great and mighty cohort 3. And it has been a beautiful journey that I would really encourage anyone that is out there to join. Yeah. So right about now, I would like to welcome a minute. Yes, please. As I was saying, right about now, I would like to welcome, and I'm welcoming our chief mentor. I don't know how to sit. I don't know how to pause when I'm welcoming her. I should stand. I don't know if I should just make a very beautiful salute and welcome our dear chief mentor, Madam Agnes Igoye. So she may take us through a journey of the genesis of the Young Professionals Mentorship Program, the reason why we are here. You're very much welcome, Madam. We are glad to have you here, and the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Thank you, everybody. I'm hearing some echoes. Okay, Great. You're welcome. Whoever on this call, the fact that you're here, you're already a winner. That is a beautiful step. I know that there are so many things you could have done today, but you decided to show up. That's amazing. I want to welcome, our mentors who are on the call, graduates who are now alumni, class of 2024, and a special welcome to prospective applicants, class of 2025. We can't wait. Every year we are like waiting. Who could it be? How do they look like? How tall are they? How short are they? How beautiful are they? So it's amazing. How many are ladies? How many will the gentlemen be? So thank you for coming. And just to dive into it, I don't know where you were during COVID-19. I hope you were born, you were already born when COVID-19 hit. I always keep teasing my Ethiopian colleagues, at work, because for them they have a different year calendar. They have not yet reached year 2020. So I keep reminding them that COVID is coming, so that they prepare for it because they have a different calendar. So I don't know where you were, but I think the Young Professional Mentorship Program really started during lockdown. And during lockdown, some of your peers were in my inbox, despite the fact they were at home. They were making all kinds of requests. They wanted to learn, they wanted mentorship. Some were making the most outrageous, requests. But some specifically caught my eye. Those who were seeking for mentorship, those who wanted to talk, those who were going through challenges and they needed to talk to somebody except their parents. So, and then I realized that we're on lockdown. Young people don't have those spaces anymore where they can go out, and play or study and do things that the people their age do. And so I decided to open up my Facebook page. I let everybody to be my friend. And then I just sent out a message. I said, okay, I see you. Those were in my inbox. Whoever needs mentorship, I see you. Write me a one page, the reason why. And I just thought I was just going to end up just with a handful. So I ended up with selecting 25 from Uganda, Kenya, South Sudan, Mali. Those are the countries you know then. So those are the people who made class of 2020. I don't know who is on class of 2020. You can raise your hand either with an emoji. That is the initial class, those who are on the call. So that was class of 2020. I can see the emojis and the love and all that. So if there was no class of 2020, if there was no COVID-19, I don't think YPMP would have been there. And so we started our journey. The journey, initially it was supposed to be 9 months, but we had to add because they were refusing to graduate. Even the day of their graduation, like, no, we are not going anywhere. We still want to cling on. Then I'm like, even children can, have to develop their wings and just, support. They do the incredible things in their communities. They achieved beyond what they had set out to achieve. Some of them in that initial one pager, they wrote things which you could even achieve in 1 week. And I realized these young people, the vision is just a week's vision. And so that's how it started. Then they made a decision, they want to pay it forward, to mentor others. And that's how later we got on, the prospective, classes. So it has been a wonderful journey. One thing I really love about YPMP is that it's a different program. I know several programs where people wait for people from abroad, people from elsewhere, to help you do things. But these are Ugandans, these are Kenyans, these are Ethiopians, and these are Nigerians. I mean, those are the participating countries, those who have joined the program, that are doing, to support, to progress in themselves, that also support others. So I really am amazed at how much communities you've affected. I'm amazed at how much growth you've made, through the years and the program. Some of you have gone on to be Chevening scholars. Some of you have gone Fulbright. We have somebody on accelerated PhD program. Somebody who didn't even think they would have, a master's. I've seen actually by class of 2020 and others, whoever was working was employee of the year in the organization. That's how I started to know that this thing is really working when you put your mind to it. Because what a coincidence that, whoever was working either got a bonus at work or was employee of the year. So for me, that really set YPMP ahead. And the fact that you've gone on to start different initiatives, we have the counter-trafficking program, we have people who are in the arts, and culture. We are going to start a space program. There's agriculture. I mean, you're reaching, lives in your organizations, you're making a difference. And it's just nice to watch how all of you, I've not seen any failure who has gone through YPMP. That's the good news. Everybody, when you ask somebody if you meet your younger self before the program, some of you have told me you'd kill them because that's not who you are. Some of you will say, I would deny that person. It's amazing. And it's all because of your hard work. I think each of us through our lives, including me, in your life journey, you need somebody who can, give you some guidance, give you a shoulder to lean on. I also like that our program is, all round. It's not just about academics. It's about also the things that affect you either socially or as a person. I've done on one-on-ones with each and every, mentee, and you've told me things that you've not told even your parents. You've told me things that have always pulled you behind. And when we work with them, you've really blossomed. I've met some of you who thought you were introverts, and now the things have really changed. You're the most vocal people. Even when I meet people who are in your spaces, they really tell me, who you are. And your employers, some of your parents have reached out to me. Some of your parents have given you to me to be your extra mother. So it's a joy, and also to see mentors, people who have mentored, who have really connected, with the mentees. So it's a family, growing. And just a few days ago, when we all got together, to celebrate what the year it has been and sharing our stories, I'm so energized that we are developing this community of doers, this community of people who who are not just showing up in this world just to walk, but like to make a trail, of a difference and making, impact in whatever committees you're doing. So I'm not going to, talk too much, which I've done already, but I'm really looking forward because the people who are going to share stories, I'm really also intrigued because I want to hear them and how, I'm glad that we are going to hear people from different cohorts. I'm also going to hear this from the first time. I've not seen your slides and all that. So I'll also be in Awe and watch you on. So thank you so much. I want to welcome everybody. Be free to ask today as many questions as you can and to share so that we make this interaction as meaningful and as worth, your day to day. Thank you, and back to you, moderator.
Thank you so much, madam. That has been. Thank you so much, madam. Uh, right at this
Susan, you can carry on.
juncture, I would like to welcome
I think you can mute Rachel and then Susan can take over. Thanks.
Thank you so much, our chief mentor, Madam Agnes, for those wonderful words. It's always nice to drink from your cup of wisdom. And I know everyone who is joining in the call and you really want to join the program, I know those will be some of the priceless words that you will take away with. But I would like to just give you a brief of who is our chief mentor, who is our patron. Our patron is Madam Agnes Igoye. She was displaced at the age of 14 when the Lord Resistance Army raided her village and they were looking for virgins. And that did not stop her because currently she's working as the regional migration expert at IGAD. IGAD is the Intergovernment Authority on Development, and it works in 8 member states, and that is Ethiopia, Somalia, Eritrea, we have Uganda, we have South Sudan, and Sudan inclusive. She has also done so much work and represented Uganda on so many committees, and I know by the time you finish the program, you'll want to join some of those different committees because this is a platform where you're connected to different people, and then it helps you also to grow as an individual, but also the inspiration that she brings because she speaks from a point of experience. She has done so many of these things, and I know you'll be really inspired to also do the same. So she's also the training. Prior to that, she's also the commandant in Uganda Immigration Training Academy and also Uganda's Deputy National Coordinator on Prevention of Trafficking in persons. And like I was saying, she has also represented Uganda on so many international and also national committees. And there is this one where she also worked as the negotiator for the protocol on the movement of persons in the IGAD region. Madam Agnes has not only done that, but she also contributes to teaching. As you'll be seeing, she's a teacher. She teaches an online child protection course at FXB Center for Health and Human Rights, Harvard University. She's also the president, our new president of the inaugural Global Clinton Initiative University, the alumni board. She's also a mentor at that university, but she's also our chief mentor, also at the Young Professional Mentorship program. So I don't know what is holding you back, but I know you're so willing to come and also drink from this pool of knowledge that we've been enjoying, that has made us different people. So wherever your doubts are, you're wondering, is this program for me? Hey, you're in the right place because I don't think you want to miss this. To connect with someone who is already on the board for the Global Clinton Initiative, I don't think you want to. So if you're a progressive learner, you're a continuous learner, this program is for you because you're in the right place with the right resources that you will need in order to grow your career. Madam Agnes still sits on various boards, including the International Center for Research and Women and the Global Livingstone Institute. And then she has also written a lot of work. She's so diverse. She's on various boards. She's teaching online courses. Then she's also a writer. What has she written? She has written so many things. For example, as a senior Aspen New Voices Fellow, Agnes is sought over as a speaker. Now I was talking about writing. She's also a speaker too. And her work has gained international publicity. And let me give you some of that because some of them have been internationally published, including the World Policy Journal, the Thomson Reuters, BBC, the Harvard Gazette, the Atlantic, the Chime for Change, the Chime for Change, the Syndicate, the Enterprise Service New Agents, and also her article on migration and immigration to Uganda and the COVID-19 pandemic received public integrity. So are you still doubting whether you should join the program or not? This is an opportunity because people are writers, and our chief mentor, as the patron of the program, embodies everything because she's a very diverse person. And you see all this that she has gained and I've not even finished her profile. So I think you should be encouraged to join and also continue enjoying this knowledge here. And also, one of her African magazines, as I was talking about the articles that have been published, one of the New African Magazine's 100 Most Influential Africans in 2015, she was recognized. So you're in the right place if you're still doubting. And she has also received several awards, including the Diane von Frassenberg, the International Award, the Josephine S. Vernon Award, the Harvard Kennedy School, the University of Minnesota as the Distinguished Leadership Award Internationals. So these are some of the things that our chief mentor has been able to do. So if you're on the call and wondering and still doubting, please, I pray that all those doubts are taken away with what I'm reading. And you may think, okay, she has only that, but she has also studied here in Uganda, and she was at Makerere University where she did a master's degree in sociology, but she has also gained these other international awards, certifications. She has written, she's a speaker, and she's teaching. So the people who already know and the people who have already benefited from this pool of knowledge from Madame Agnes, let's show her some love as we show the people on the call that they're in the right place and their lives are going to be impacted and they won't really stay the same. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Susan. That has been so wonderful. I even feel like
Susan, you can carry on. I think Rachel's network is fine.
All right. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Madame Agnes. You may think we are just talking about, I think she's still talking. Okay. So right next on our agenda, we are going to have Gift, and Gift is going to be introducing our next speaker, who is going to speak to us, to inspire us, but also show us their story. How were they before they joined the program? How was the journey? And then how is it after the program? So I'm going to welcome Gift, to welcome Alex, who is going to speak to us. Gift, you can take up the floor.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Susan. My name is Napasi Gift. I'm from the third cohort, and I'm now an alumni and hoping to be a mentor to the next mentees in 2025. As you've heard from Susan, our chief mentor she's very outstanding, and she really mentored different people from different cohorts. We're also very wonderful people, and they're here to share their stories with you, inspire you, and also get you into the journey that you have been. And right now, I would like to introduce to you one person from the second cohort. He's called Alex. He's passionate about software security, and he's an engineer at Novis Group Limited. And currently, he's pursuing his master's in computer security at AIMS in Senegal. He holds a bachelor's degree in computer science, and he has a strong interest in safeguarding technology and systems from emerging threats. So whoever is scared about insecurities of their technology or being hacked, we have someone who is ready to help you out. In addition to that, he works and studies at the same time. He's an alumni and mentor at the Young Professional Mentorship Program, and he was in the class of 2023. The mentor he as well, he has been transformed and has experience. He plays a very crucial role in shaping people's careers as well. And the Young Professional Mentorship Program mentored his career, what he is right now, and you'll get to listen to him. He gets to speak. His role is to contribute to the fields, the cybersecurity and AI, and to inform others, leverage technology for positive change. Through the Young Professional Mentorship Program and beyond, he is committed to continuous learning and making an impact in the technology industry. In addition to what AIMS means, it's an African institution for mathematical science for the Pan-African network of centers of excellency and postgraduate. It trains in mathematical science, research and public engagement in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And it aims at enabling Africans, talented students to become innovators, driving the continent's scientific, educational, and self-sufficiency. So that's where our next guest speaker is attaining his master's. Let us put our hands together to welcome Omondi Alex. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, Gift, for such a wonderful introduction. Yeah, so I'm Omondi Alex. I think Gift has even gone beyond who I thought some of the details I've left while introducing myself. Yeah, so thank you for that. So today I'll be your speaker. So this information session, it's about YPMP, and the big question tonight is it the right place for you to be? Yes. So allow me to share my presentation. Just a moment. Yes, hope you can see my screen. Okay, thank you. So the big question tonight is the YPMP program worth my time? So
Okay.
the first thing.
I think you're still sharing. Can people see Alex's screen? Okay, now we can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So the big question tonight is the YPMP program worth my time? So YPMP, we know, is Young Professional Mentorship Program. And the key goal is to support young people to rethink, refocus, and succeed. So I'm privileged to be your first speaker today to at least shed a light on YPMP, the impact it had on me personally, as I also went through YPMP, and that's why we are here tonight, to at least see if YPMP is worth your time. So who am I? So in a nutshell, I'm Omondi Alex, a software security engineer at Enovice Group Limited, where I work as a software security engineer. Yeah, so you'll hear my story, how I ended up to that position and how YPMP also impacted me to reach where I've reached so far. So first thing, I'll talk about my experience as a YPMP mentee, class of 2023, that was cohort 2. Also my career journey since I joined YPMP, and you'll see the impact it has in my career up to date, and it's still continuing to influence me in various ways. So also again, my current role and how the YPMP program laid the foundation in it. So my experience, think this was during our orientation. So first I joined the second cohort, that was in 2023. And prior to that, actually is when I just graduated from my undergraduate. Then, you know, once you finish your studies at campus, like you don't know even where, let's say, your future is heading to, you don't know where to start, something like that. So at that time, I was still wondering, just applying for jobs, not getting any, you see. You just, because you're out of campus, you know, you already have your degree. What comes in your mind, you know, is that you just have to get employed and work. So that's how my life was. I was that basic. So I wanted something that at least can propel me to think even beyond just work and such stuff, because at that point you find that you are even starting, you can even become desperate, because first of all, you are applying for those positions, you are not even getting them. So luckily enough, as I was scrolling just on my social media platforms, I came across this Y Professional Mentorship Program. And something came to my mind. I was like, I think this is the way to go, because first of all, I want to grow professionally. So I applied, waited for the interview, was interviewed. The questions were tough, but luckily enough, at the end of it all, I managed to be selected. So this is where my journey started, and that's why we are here. So the first poster you can see was the welcoming poster for the second cohort. I think you can see the Kenyan flag there. That's me, Mondi Alex. So I was among those who were selected. Yes, and then also in YPMP, we have like, you have your bio, like who are you, about you, maybe the impact YPMP had on you. So this was during now almost the graduation time. Now at least we see who you are, maybe your education, then career, what your passion is, so that at least you may also keep track, and also the future goal. I think which is the best way to go. Okay, then at YPMP, there are several activities. So I'll talk about the structure of YPMP later, but on that we have things like the volunteer activities, which when you join, I think this is is usually the first sessions that we have, so that at least you see the benefit of volunteering activities and how far it can take you. So this was me during my volunteer activity. That is usually one of the assignment. And here I was supporting young pupils, at least to teach them digital literacy. And you never know what you can do with the volunteering activities. Even after joining YPMP is when you can know the potential of it, and also the opportunity it will create for you. So that was me. Then allow me to also steal for you another activity that is usually under YPMP, that is one-on-one with our chief mentor, Madam Agnes. And yeah, this was the first time before even, I think I was the lucky one. I was the first one to have one-on-one in our cohort, which was very, very, very interesting. And yeah, you will get to have such activities, such meetings with Madam Agnes, even phone calls. And you can see Madam Agnes traveled all the way from Uganda. At that time I was in Kenya. And yeah, I think this was the turning point for me in my life, in my career, and everything. Because the knowledge our chief mentor has is just awesome and very inspiring, and it will make you to at least push yourself also to reach your full potential. Yeah. So I'm hopeful every one of you here will have this opportunity to at least drink from the same cup of knowledge with Madam Agnes. Okay, so let me skip ahead a little bit. So this was the class of 2023. So you can see that's me with our wonderful chief mentor. And you can see when we are with her, you'll just smile, because you can see the other picture where I'm alone, you can't see the smile. But when we're with our able chief mentor, trust me, you'll smile. Yeah. So that's me with our chief mentor, and also now Alupo Lucy, that was my mentee for the last cohort, and that is class of 2023. So this was during their graduation. Yes. So I'll come to the structure and you'll be able to see all of it. So we have mentors, we have our chief mentors, and then we have the other mentors, where you will be assigned at personal level. You'll have your own mentor who will be at least responding to. So you'll also see what we expect from you, and also what you'll be expecting from the program, or also the mentors. Yeah. Okay, now let's dive into the big question. Okay, now what is YPMP? We all know it's the Young Professional Mentorship Program. I think for all of us who have already joined. Now, the program structure. So how is it structured? So we have our chief mentor, then we have the mentors, then now we have the mentees. Then coming to that, and then now what are the goals? So the main goal is to help young people to rethink, refocus, and succeed. And I hope everyone is in for that, which you will learn more about YPMP with time. Then also, now the types of mentorship that we have, as you saw on the images above, we have one-on-one with our chief mentor, also one-on-one with our mentors that will be assigned to us. Then we have group activities, or we can say cluster activities. Then also we have workshops. So like it's an all-round activity, because now after the one-on-one, you also have the group activity where you will also interact with your fellow mentees, then the workshops. So these workshops are, let's say we have an event, and the mentees are called upon to maybe take charge of the event, host it, or maybe be the moderators. So you will grow in various way. Then also the other main thing is networking. So YPMP will connect you with your fellow young professionals and also experienced mentors and professionals. And this will be also through the one-on-one sessions, and even through the sessions that we'll be having in 2 weeks' times. Like after every 2 weeks, you have a session, and this one will help you in your career, personal development, and also just networking opportunities, which is very key to. Okay, now why apply? So the first thing, career growth. That is young professional mentorship program. So YPMP open doors. I know we all know education is the key, but now we need a catalyst, and that's why mentorship comes in. And this catalyst will at least propel you to achieve your goals very fast. So it opens door. You'll have the insights through the sessions, through the meetings with our chief mentor, through the mentor who is assigned to you, and also you'll have now professional network, because you see how YPMP is structured. You have difference from people from different industries. Personally, I'm in the IT industry, so you will be able to learn at least from those who are ahead of you. Then also skill development, things like communication, leadership, and also problem solving, and also writing. Don't forget about that, because you will have to be blogging maybe after every sessions, after events that you have attended, you blog about it, and then yeah, you will grow very fast. You will be even surprised that you had the potential. Then also exposure to real world insights. At times we think maybe because our circle of friends, we think maybe that's only what life entails. But once you enter into YPMP, you'll also be having guests from even around the globe, from the US, people who work with the presidents directly. So at least you'll have to know, you'll have to get to see how the real world works, and so that you also think big. Then personal development, with things like confidence, resilience, and also emotional intelligence. You'll have sessions about all these things I'm highlighting. Okay, now let me move to at least the talk about success stories. So I'll maybe just share maybe one of my success story. So before I joined YPMP, I just finished my undergraduate. Now I just knew what next is just to go look for work, get work, and work, and that's how life should be. To my surprise, after being selected, different sessions, everything, and I usually say that YPMP is like blessings. Once you enter into it, a lot of opportunity opens, you see your full potential. So one of the things that I can highlight that YPMP also played the bigger part in it was me getting this scholarship to go and pursue my master's program in Senegal. So it was sorry? Okay, so it was actually, the timing was very well. I think we had a session about it was by Robert Omwa, from application to award. They are maximizing your scholarship potential. And I immediately after this session, now, because before actually I was applying for scholarship and even not getting to the first phase. But after this session, that was about from application to award, you see, from application. So most of us usually start maybe from, you just apply and that's it. You go to the next one. Now we had that session of from application to award. Then after that, I saw this opportunity. I said, let me now try it. because I already know how things work and everything, and I try to apply it. Yeah, now it was not to my surprise because I was well equipped now from the program, and I knew even how to communicate, how to structure, how to write even the applications. Due to the various bloggings that you are doing, your even writing skill will grow. Then even communication skills. Now when it came to the interview part, you just flow. So YPMP helped me to achieve my master's that I'm currently pursuing in computer security at African Institute for Mathematical Sciences in Senegal. Yeah, so this was a huge step for me, and thanks to YPMP, to our able chief mentor and all the mentors. Yes. So you'll just achieve, and you'll hear from the other speakers what YPMP has done to their lives, and also just even try visiting the website for YPMP, and you'll be surprised what almost everyone have achieved once you just enter YPMP. Also, the YouTube channel for YPMP, just look for it and just hear the wonderful stories. Yeah, and you'll be surprised. Then, now the program expectations versus the reality. So let me at least put some things clear. So one thing, so here what will help you also is your hard work. Yeah, it's not like now you'll be spoon fed or something. At least you'll be guided, and I think most of us, that's what we usually lack, the guidance. So your hard work is what will help. Then also time commitment, because we have sessions, you have to at least be attending them. Then active participation, so that you ensure you grasp everything. So those are just the key points that are expected once you qualify for the YPMP. Okay, now what you can expect as a mentee. Now after being selected, now you're already the mentee, what can you expect? So I decided to divide it into two. So what mentees should expect from mentors? So the mentors will guide you, as I told you, support you, and also candid feedback. Those are just like the clear feedback, maybe after everything, guidance, because we have different people from different industries, which is a great thing. So you'll have to grow also in your profession as you also grow personally in the personal development. Then what mentors expect from mentees? We have engagement. You have at least to interact with your mentor. So the mentors you have to be engaged. Then openness and also proactive attitude. And all these combined will guide you to your full potential. And at the end of it all, you will be at least happy for what you will have achieved. Then how the program enhance long-term career success. Now, maybe you can think maybe after the 9-month program now, that's all. So the program also have benefit, like long-term benefits, because personally, even the job I'm currently doing, if not for the program, I could have not reached that potential, because before I had done computer science. Then after those sessions, applying, I got the master's for computer security. You see, now it guided me to even get the job I'm doing, because now I'm working as a software security engineer, which the knowledge I'm getting from my master's is what also gave me the confidence to apply. And even the interviews. The good thing is, even if you have interviews, before the interviews, you can have the one-on-one with your mentor and guide you, coach you, so that when you go to the interviews, you have full confidence. Even those who will be traveling, let's say you got an opportunity going outside, you have never traveled before, you don't know how the plane looks like, or even you'll be prepared before the journey, which that's why at the end of it all, it also becomes a family. We also celebrate people's success. Even after finishing the program, you're still part of the family, which is a great thing, because you'll continue tapping the knowledge from others, being mentored, and you'll enjoy. Now, how to apply. So you can visit the YPMP website, where you will get the link for the application, and also all the YPMP social media handles. You will get the link there. This poster, you can either scan it or visit the form directly, then apply. You can see it's only 4 days till the deadline. So at least hurry, so that you don't miss the opportunity. And yeah, want to see you grow and succeed in your future. Then now, call to action. So one thing you should know is that the journey ahead is yours to shape, and the opportunity ahead is yours to take. So ensure when you get any opportunity, please, because the future is yours. You can't blame anyone for your future or your life. Just know the future is yours, and any opportunity is yours to take, and you are capable and worth it. So another thing, never settle. So this is one of the things that usually keep me moving, and I picked it from our able chief mentor, Madam Agnes Igoe, during our one-on-one interaction. And yeah, a lot of things you learn, and never settle. Never settle. That's the big thing. Maybe you can go with it, and that's from our Madam Agnes Igoe, the chief mentor. So those, at least go with those two. Ensure that the journey is yours to shape, and also you take any opportunity, and you can do this when you don't settle. So never settle at all. Yes. So the time for question will come after maybe all the speakers have presented. So just hang in there. So for those who will apply, those who have applied, all the best, because also the selection is very competitive. But I wish all of you all the best and success. See you soon. So thank you.
Wow, let's show some love to Alex. Some emojis for Alex. Show some love, some love. Thank you so much, Alex, for sharing with us those very wonderful points, your personal story. I hope that people who are intending to apply and were still having doubts, I hope that doubts are still being cleared. So right next on our agenda, we are going to have another guest speaker. And our guest speakers, you have 15 minutes to share with us your story and anything that will be of impact to the people who are intending to apply. So we are going to invite the next guest speaker, and Gift, you're going to be introducing our next guest speaker.
Thank you very much, Susan. Thank you, Alex, for sharing. Is someone sharing the screen?
I think somebody, is that you, Alex? Sharing the screen.
Susan, I think I'm not quite sure.
Okay, that's clear. Once again, thank you very much, Candice, for sharing that inspiring journey that you took. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce to you our next guest speaker. She's a very wonderful lady, very inspiring in poetry and in story writing. She's also a very good speaker. None other than Destiny Gladys Chaiga. Destiny is the Director for Communications at the Ikoya Young Professional Mentorship Institute. She's an alumni member of YPMP Cohort 1, and she's also a mentor. She's the founder and a director at Hatma Creative Initiative Limited, a social enterprise promoting early childhood literacy in rural areas of Uganda, as well as using different art forms to promote culture and highlight different social issues. She sits on the Artist Changemakers Advisory Council, where together with different global representatives, she gives insights under the Artist Changemakers program of the Global Fund for Women. She's a very wonderful speaker, as I told you before. She uses art to speak, and she's very passionate. And she also went for the outreach in Namutumba, and she did a work with the Hatma Creative Initiative. And let's put our hands together to welcome our next guest speaker, Destiny.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I hope I am very audible and not shouting.
Sometimes you would sit and listen, but you would also come up to me.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible, Destiny. You are.
Okay, that is great. Happy to hear that. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. When I was being advised that send a brief introduction, I said, okay, let me be as brief as I could, and that is how I could be as brief. My name is Destiny Gladys Chaiga. I just want to get to my screen. Give me a moment. Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
A
little bit.
little bit, something small.
Still small?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, just a moment. So as I get this done, my name is Destiny Gladys Chaiga, and to elaborate on what I have been introduced, as a creative, I major in poetry and spoken word, and also puppetry. Under poetry, I use my art to talk about different social issues. I am more passionate about things concerning girls, women, children, among others. So here, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it now.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you. So as I was saying, that I use my art to talk about different social issues, and passionate about girls, women. Yeah, it is okay. It's okay. I'm done. As put it off just briefly, and also use puppetry to talk about different things. I use spoken word as well. I like storytelling. And I also am a communications person, consultant. I do it as a private work, but also while giving guidance under the Igoe Young Professionals Mentorship Institute as communications director. So my story is basically, it's a brief about the quest for growth. I know that a desire to grow at different levels in different circumstances, in different ways. For some, it may be a motivation from somebody or a lack in one particular thing, and they wish to enhance that. For me, my quest for growth professionally came in 2019. Towards the end of the year, I had a deep void. I was working somewhere, volunteering and doing a couple of things. I graduated with a bachelor's in entrepreneurship and business management from Macquarie University and the Macquarie University Business School. As much as the things I was doing and the leadership positions I had seemed great, and indeed there were great opportunities, I had a bit of unsettlement towards the end of 2019. And in my gut feeling, I knew I needed something. I needed to grow. I needed to get out of my comfort. So at the end of 2019, I was a young professional with a heart on fire, with a mind in anticipation and feet ready for action. So with all that bundle of who I am, an opportunity showed up in 2020. You initially heard when Madam Agnes was talking about the first cohort of people who sent applications because she wrote a Facebook post. I saw this post through a friend, and this was my email when I got the opportunity. And that email was on July 15th, 2020. In brief, this is what I had written. Initially, she said somebody should write one pager in a document and send. I missed that part. I wrote my email in a body, telling her in details who I am, the brief I could, and what I needed to do in my 5 years. In my 5 years, what did I say I want to do? I said, in the next 5 years of my life, I'm looking forward to having started my own NGO or social enterprise for empowerment of rural girls and women in West Nile region. I'm also considering having completed a master's program in a selected field, soon to be decided. And the one that I didn't write was the fact that I felt I needed a change in career space. So this email was the first, and it went forth of her guiding in the response of the need, how the application was to be done. But for me, July 15th, 2022 was an action forward to the fire that was in my heart, to my mind that was in anticipation for what was. And this was the action that set me forward. While reading about mentorship, I came across a quote by this person, Bob Goshen. He says that a mentor is someone who sees more talent and ability within you than you see in yourself and helps bring it out of you. Through YPMP, I found that, and more especially through Madam Agnes. For the different categories of activities that we have done, the one-on-ones, the volunteering activities, all those things that Alex talked about, they were the guiding tools of unearthing the greater version that I am today. They were the tools that were needed to see that the void that I felt in my heart was filled. They were the things that were needed to see that the mind that was in anticipation had a reason to see beyond that void. And all those activities were what were needed, the volunteering activities, the networking opportunities, the one-on-ones, the interaction with colleagues. All these were what were needed as action points to see that I move to a level beyond what I had then. So for me, she is that person who has seen more talent in me and the ability that I held within, and unearthed my eyes to help me see more of what I had hidden and helping to guide all that come out. So moving forward, this beautiful photo was taken in Nalia. And this was the first time I was meeting her physically. Many people had already done their one-on-ones. And here I was on the verge of moving to one of the key things that I wanted to do in the 5 years as per application. You can see on the paper, on that table, that there are printed papers. There's a pen, if you can see clearly. I had printed out my CV. I had printed out an application that I was to give to the institution that I wanted to apply for masters, and that is Uganda Christian University. We were looking at the potential to apply for a scholarship under one of the partners. And here she was reviewing for me. That meeting was a key pillar in helping me tell my story. Coming from a rural community in West Nile with a background in education filled with illiteracy and a lot of hurdles to see that success comes my way, I tried before then to grab every opportunity that I could to see that I shine, to see that I grow on my own. And of course, I had other people. But at this point in my life, the hands that supported me through school were stretched beyond. So I needed fresh hands. I needed more hands to see that I go where I needed. And that moment helped me to navigate, to unearth all the things that I had done. And I was not recognizing myself, and I was not giving praise for myself where I needed to. So as a mentor, guiding and helping me to unearth more of my ability, that first encounter was instrumental. So having looked at what I wanted to do in 5 years, that was from 2020, that marks 5 years. And 2025 is a stone thrown, just you throw a stone and you're in 2025. Next week, a few days. What have I managed to do from the 3 things that I wanted to achieve? I wanted to do my master's, and right now I can say that I'm in the process of completing my Master's of Arts in Strategic Communication from Uganda Christian University. I am finalizing with research next year, and I'll be able to achieve that. In the photo that I have, you will see that I have 2 institutions that are reflected. This year, I had the awesome privilege of going for an exchange program where I had a Masters of Global Journalism in Norway. And the benefit of being there, the preparation that I had from 2020 up to 2023 to 2024 were the key reasons as to why, when the opportunity came, I was the one selected, because I had enough guidance and mentorship to prepare for opportunities that come at short notice, that come at long-term notice, that come at any day, to be able to grasp them. So I can say that I have had that exchange program at NLI University College in Norway. And as I'm completing my master's program in UCU, that one key goal is a tick. I wanted to have a growth, career change, to see the trajectory of my life career-wise move. Yes, I was passionate about communications, and where I was working then there's a lot of communication-related work. With the little experiences I had, I would not be able to be enrolled in any other entity because I did not study that. But as I speak right now, I've been able to go through the hands of different renowned organizations with my communication expertise, with my ability to not only speak. You may see a mic and think of communication as speaking. When we say communication, we are looking at public relations, we are looking at conflict management, we are looking at handling people beyond just thinking about the letters and all that. So for me, seeing right now the career growth as a communication consultant is another tick. So those are two things down from what I wanted to do. In my application, I said I wanted to start my own NGO or social enterprise. I grew up in a society where reading for children was hard. Not because the kids are dull, no, they are brilliant, but the opportunity to engage in creative ways to love reading are minimum. And also because of poverty, the resources needed to be provided is not something that a child can question. So given that interest, through the mentorship opportunities and through the networking and opportunities that come, I was able to go for the Clinton Global Initiative, a university program, class of 2022, where I pitched the idea of starting this long-held desire of contributing to children and their literacy in rural areas. And that has continued and birthed as Hatma Creative Initiative Limited, where we focus on two main things. One, early childhood literacy for children in rural areas with major focus in West Nile, as much as we are also covering other areas. We are looking at guiding these kids through other people and through other partnerships to love reading, because we know when they understand and comprehend through reading of stories, we take them through tales, they discover treasures, and hence Hatma Tales and Treasures. So for us to see that these kids grow, love reading, we know that to position them strategically on the global scale to compete with other children where they will be able to grow academically, socially, and build their confidence. The other second pillar on which Hatma stands is the use of different art forms, especially poetry, puppetry, storytelling, arts, and drama. These are things passionate at my heart, to talk about different social issues and also promote culture. We understand that the African culture is diverse, and it's important for us to contribute towards preserving it, talking about it, to see there's the continuity in our society, to know about it, and also using these art forms to talk about culture and different social issues, because we know in our social lives, when you show something, make it interesting, make it interactive, we are able to grasp. So for me to see that 5 years, 2020 to 2025, able to bring these growths, these achievements could not have been possible if there was nobody to hold my hand. And when I talk about mentorship, and you hear me mention only Madam Agnes, in our cohort, she was our main mentor. But through with the other people, we have created a community of supporting each other, of growing, of guiding, of celebrating, of seeing that all of us grow. And as a representative of the first cohort, I can proudly say this is just a snippet to the collective growth that we have all experienced. And the sky is not even the limit, because we are bent on changing the narrative of growth and mentorship. So having done all that achievement, what is needed in this quest for growth? First of all, self-drive. You notice that I had a void and a fire in my heart to grow. I had a mind in anticipation, and I had my feet ready for movement in case the opportunity came. All those can be summed up in self-drive. Without self-drive, you will not, regardless of what other people will tell you, give you the advice, you'll not be able to meet that quest, to quench that thirst you have for growth. What is needed in this quest? You need mentorship. You need people to guide you, to direct you, to help you see the things that you don't see because they are moved ahead of you, to help you rediscover yourself, to help you give opportunity and stand on platform where you have not been able to share your story. The third thing that is needed in this quest is action. You can have the self-drive, you can have the mentorship, but if your feet are too heavy to take the first step towards action, all these other beautiful dreams and motivations and everything else will not work. So for us here at the Young Professionals Mentorship, which is the founding program under the Igoye Young Professionals Mentorship Institute, we take your self-drive and through mentorship, guide it so that you're able to take that action by yourself as much as you have others around you. So in this quest for growth, where you have come, consider your self-drive, which has brought you here. Consider the mentorship that we are going to give you, and consider the action that you're going to take through these things that are already at your disposal. As I come towards the end of my presentation, you ask, what is the position of YPMP in this quest for growth? The position of YPMP stands on our core motto or phrase, which says, YPMP is supporting young people to rethink, refocus, and succeed. We believe that through all these things, when you have had a chance to rethink about your goals, to rethink about your life, you've been challenged to rethink about where you want to be in your next 5 years, you'll be able to refocus from all the declutters that are around you. You'll be able to refocus from everything that is taking your attention. The TikTok is good, social media is good, but you're able to refocus for your career growth, to see that, how do I bring all my energy that is all around and everywhere and tailor it to see that I grow? And having rethought, having refocused, you'll be able to succeed in all that you want to do. So that is the position of YPMP in your quest for growth. So as I conclude, while preparing this presentation, I was reminded around May, I tweeted this. This photo was taken in Bagamoyo, Tanzania last year. I had gone to perform, but having finished the performances, I decided I cannot leave this place without touring around. And the Bagamoyo Cultural Festival, we were the only poet, I was the only poet invited. How did I go there? I had participated in a puppetry training event in Nairobi. I was given some facilitation, like transport refund and all that. I attempted to get funding to go for this festival, and it was not possible from all possible networks that I had. I decided to get all the money that I had from this event, which was around 500,000, and put everything to go to Bagamoyo and be on that stage. That was action for me. It took us 24 hours to reach. We had a breakdown of bus, delayed reach to Nairobi, connecting. By the time we reached, we were exhausted. My feet were swollen, but I needed to be there. So when everything was done, we decided to go visit around, have a tour. And a camel ride, that was one thing that I wanted. But this photo reflected a clear sky and some clouds. And I was standing on a camel instead of sitting. For me, that was conquest. For me, that was daring. For me, that was relieving. For me, that symbolized conquering fears at an upper sky, because you're looking at things from a higher perspective. And then at the time I was writing this tweet, I said, I have heard of the far future where hope runs through invisibility and faith sails beyond horizons to manifest tiny dreams, dancing with giggles so loud in our hearts that life becomes restless. For those who have come here today, I believe there is a fire in your heart that has made you restless in your quest for growth. And I believe you have a future, you have a dream in your heart, something that may seem invisible right now, dancing in your heart, and it wants to manifest itself. And I believe that at YPMP, you will find that clear sky to birth those dreams that are in your hearts. So with all that, I'm hoping that this info session is worth shedding light for you to be able to look at rethinking your life, refocusing, and growing with all of us, because we are continuing to grow. Thank you so much. I remain Destiny Gladys Chaiga, and I'm looking forward to seeing you laugh through these kind celebrations. This was a surprise when I told my people that I was going to Norway for school, and they got me a cake, they got me presents. So for me, that is YPMP is a home where you're always challenged to grow, you're always challenged to move forward and to manifest those tiny dreams that are in your hearts. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
We shall have questions and answers later.
Okay, let's give Destiny some flowers, some hearts. Let's show her some love. It's really inspired, and we are getting a clear picture of what to expect in the program when we join. Even as we're still part of the program, we continue to be inspired and challenged every other time. So thank you so much. So we are going to have our next guest speaker, and I have the honor of introducing second runner-up award winner for the class of 2024, our singer, the writer, the one who is so passionate about volunteering. And throughout the program, she participated in various voluntary activities at the Girl Champion Awards, at the Day of Trafficking Against Persons, the annual outreach in Namutumba, where she was part. And on all those occasions, she has written very excellent books that capture everything that has been done throughout the day. And I know everyone has, oh, Rosette, you're a very good writer. It's because she has brought up everything and captured all the details in her writing. She's going to speak to us. She's a true definition of resilience. If you would like to join the program and you really have excuses, after Rosette sharing, I don't think you'll have any excuse, because she has gone far and beyond to make sure that she really goes through the program. She has a lot that she has learned that I don't want to preempt. I want to leave her to tell her story. Rosette has not only done that, but she also has a bachelor's degree in business administration and management, and she majored basically in finance and accounting. She's also passionate about leadership. passionate about children, and she desires to have an organization in the future, which is the Hope for Children, because she has gone through some hurdles while growing up, and then she would like to give back to the people. Rosette is the right person to share with us because she has gone through challenges, but she has also made sure she mitigates them. And I know her story is not only inspiring, but it's a story of growth, a story of resilience, and a story of hard work. Rosette, it's your time to share with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. As you've heard, I'm Eva Rosette, and I'm really excited to share with you my journey with Young Professional Mentorship Program, a program that has really ignited my path. And I know, and I'm confident that it can be the same for you. Given the 15 minutes, I really don't have the slides. I found it a challenge when I just joined the program. I used to just screenshot, thinking I'll read after. So today I just want you to get your notebooks and write without the screenshot. But once you join the program, you must share with the slides, please. So my presentation will base purposely on personal growth, networking opportunities, career advancement, community engagement, mentorship, training sessions, peer support, and success story. So highlight the life I was in before I joined Young Professional Mentorship Program. I was facing some challenges, and I reached at the time I was wondering, Rosette, why did you go to school? So, but I had questions that I didn't have answers for. But one time, I got a challenge that really hit me hard. I felt I was dying. I felt the world had left me and I didn't know where to go. For the past 30 years, I was good on social media, but I think I didn't know how to use it. I didn't know how to use social media purposely. Only I was there always to admire people, to see what I don't have. So I felt I was in a life of blaming myself, blaming others for what was not happening to me. So one day I got a challenge that really opened my eyes, and I felt I should be using social media purposely. So that's how I came across Young Professional Mentorship Program. And I knew that was the right thing I needed in my life. So reaching out to someone about it, ask the person, can this program also allow the people who are married? The person said yes. Wow. That was my first step to really getting my success. So based on my experience I've gotten from the program, I'll first highlight this that I've found in the program. Young Professional Mentorship Program really helps you know and understand who you are. I know many of us, before I joined the program, whoever would ask me, who are you? The best answer would be, I'm Rosette Ayevale. That would be all. But I don't think that is the right answer now. If you ask me, I will tell you yes, Rosette Ayevale is my name, but I'm a great writer. I'm a continuous learner because yeah, I know that can define me now, not specifically saying Ayeva Rosette. There might be many Rosettes, but then who is Ayeva Rosette you're talking to? Because many times people who are asking us, who are you? They really know your names, but they want to see what can you do. So at this moment, I know we are coming to join Young Professional Mentorship Program, but truly, do you know who you are? But Young Professional Mentorship Program trains you to really dig out inside you to know, who am I? On top of what people see, what am I? Then, after knowing who you are, This program also helps you to know your true purpose and the true definition of yourself. Yes, after you've known I'm a great writer, so now you know the true definition of you. If I'm a great writer, what can I do? What is my purpose here? You know, when you don't know who you are, you really don't know what to do. You're figuring out, maybe I can teach, maybe I can go out, but you really don't know. But the moment you understand who you are, then you know your true purpose. When I joined the Young Professional Mentorship Program, it helped me to know that I'm good in writing. It helped me to know my purpose, that Rosette, you can be a great writer. And now my purpose has been reaching out to people on social media. If you've been following, I think many of you, I don't know if you've joined or not, but some of you have been reaching out to me when I've been posting on LinkedIn and on Facebook. So that really, I understood this can be my purpose. Reach out to people on social media, write about mental health, and maybe spread the word about how you can help the needy. Then also, Young Professional Mentorship Program really helps you to know what is your real dream. Most of us, we could be having dreams, but maybe when we are not sure these are the right dreams I have for. But this is the program that will help you understand who you are, understand what you are. And I'm sure most of us here, we have dreams, but are we really sure these are the best dreams we should go for? So when I had joined the program, I thought I studied accountants and that was all. So I was really in a box that whatever I was looking for, whatever I was working for was to be a great accountant. But when I joined this program, there is this dream that had died in me. Rosette, you wanted to study, you wanted to finish school so that you can also be a light to these children who were once like you. But this dream, because of many challenges, it had really died. But when I joined this program, it really gave me hope that nothing is impossible. And that's why actually I'm now aspiring to start the Children of Hope Foundation, because now I believe it is possible. I've seen these things happen. I've seen the testimonies of the fellow mentees who were once before me, who were like me before. I've seen them redefine their careers, their passions, their dreams. So are you there thinking maybe you're a teacher, but is it true you can only do the teaching? So to me, I think it is good to join this program to understand, is this the dream I should go for? Because right now, yes, I studied accounting. If you bring the taxes, if you bring all the books, I can rebalance for you. But my passion is now going for what I wanted before I joined school. Then another thing, what I've seen in Young Professional Mentorship Program, you're helped to set priorities and manage time. So before you know your passion, before you know what you want, before you know who truly you are, there is this kind of like exactly you don't know what you want. So you would just run for anything, whatever they call you for, you would just go. But once you join this program, you're really put in this place where you know what you want, and then you're setting priorities. If my passion is in teaching, if my passion is in medical, then why am I running with the policemen? Why am I running with the politics? You understand? So, and when you start setting these priorities, fine, I want to start the Children of Hope Foundation. Now what can I do? Which people can I join so that my dream comes true? And the moment you start setting priorities, now you're on time. You're managing your time because you know what to do, when to meet these people at exactly, you understand. So there is this thing that they say, when you don't know what to do, you will do anything. And when you don't know where to go, the Lord will lead you anywhere. But in Young Professional Mentorship Program, this myth, really, it stops from there. You really know where you're going, you know what you want, you know the people to meet with. So, and another thing I found out, you're really a great thinker. It is not about this thing. If I need this, I'll ask someone, can you tell me what I can do this? No. if you're applying for a job, we have this artificial intelligence, and many of us, we feel like I got someone who told me that he lost a job, but the reason is he had used the artificial intelligence to apply for that job. So the moment the artificial intelligence applied for him, he didn't read through the question. So he actually lost it. But in Young Professional Mentorship Program, you're given this knowledge, you're opened to think beyond the box. Like, yes, I've used the AI, artificial intelligence, but really, has it given me what I'm supposed to give out? Artificial intelligence doesn't know the experiences you've gotten. It doesn't know where you've gone through. So YPMP Young Professional Mentorship Program helps you to be a great thinker, thinking beyond your box. Like, yeah, you become a problem solver. You understand? Because that thing I've found it out, like I was good at training people. You're the people who are letting me know to get the jobs. And I really don't know how they were doing that, but that's what I was saying. But in Young Professional Mentorship Program, at the moment, I've applied for more than for more than 5 opportunities. Nothing has come out, but also Young Professional Mentorship Program helps you to understand that a no is actually a next opportunity. A no is not the end. You are given a next opportunity to apply for something bigger, maybe that you've lost, but again, you've gotten an experience there. Then also in Young Professional Mentorship Program, you're helped to find solutions in the global world. How? Yes, some of us, like I personally, before I joined Young Professional Mentorship Program, I thought I was always supposed to think about accountancy and some of the things I don't know about them. If I can give an example, I didn't know about human trafficking. Yet, the things that are happening in the core of human trafficking were really happening every day, and I was seeing them, but I didn't know what is human trafficking. I'd never heard of it. Reason being, I was not using social media on purpose. I was never on TV to see news. So that's how I lost it. But in Young Professional Mentorship Program, you're really in this global world where you know everything that is happening. This program challenges you to go beyond, to go beyond your physical personality, but you want to know what is happening in UK, what is happening in Uganda. But it is unfortunate, before I joined the Young Professional Mentorship Program, I even didn't know some of the things that were happening in Uganda, yet I was calling myself a Ugandan. But at the moment, I think I can tell you what is happening in Uganda, what is happening in UK, what is happening in USA, So it is this program that has really given me this diverse scheme of being informed. You're really given this knowledge of being informed. Then also Young Professional Mentorship Program enables you to network with like-minded people and meeting people with a purpose. When I was at the university, we had this, is it a bandwagon? That we are going to a club and everyone is like, okay, well, let's go. Because you don't have what to do. If someone called you on the phone, can we go? You don't even have to ask where we go. But this Young Professional Mentorship Program, there is really a way it mentors you in a way that you're really professional. You don't just go anyhow. You don't just follow sheepish. And you really know the people I should meet. If I'm in the line of being a founder of the Children of Hope Foundation, am I supposed to be meeting with these people or this? So it gives you that diverse knowledge of knowing what you want, like the people you should meet with. Yes, which is always a challenge to many of us before we join these programs. Then we have this program. It helps you to get prepared for opportunities. They say, I've learned that in Young Professional Mentorship Program, opportunities find the prepared. So you are helped to be prepared for really what you want. So to conclude, what has Young Professional Mentorship Program, I personally, it has helped me. For personal growth, I've really learned leadership skills and communication. And at the moment, I'm a secretary and advisor of Women of Development in Rubugomo. And I'm also on board for a school in Rwanda, so that development school. Then career advancement. I'm now a communication safe care Uganda. And this has happened because I've been blogging and people saw what I was doing. Then the community engagement. I really gained this and I found a lot was helping me when I joined the Girl Child Awards, and then World Day Trafficking and annual outreach. In this Young Professional Mentorship Program, you're going to find mentors who are always there for you. Mentors who are always going to follow you, know what, like they have time for you, leave alone what we're seeing in schools, that you don't be given work and then you're marked. But these mentors are going to be there for you, guide you, highlight the skills that you don't know about you, and you're going to really love it. And as I conclude, I would really say, what do you really need? You just need the resilience, the teamwork once you've joined the program, the consistency, and the volunteerism spirit. And to me, when you would ask me about Young Professional Program at the moment, I would say it is a secret investment circle. Reason being, if we have ever joined the investment circles, you're putting money, but you're really like, will this money come? But the moment you're sharing it, that's what I saw in the program. You'll be putting your time, your hard work, but the moment you finish the program within the 9 months, you will really see the profit. And that's what I'm really seeing after the program. And also, earning the award as the second run-up outstanding mentee, I can tell you, this is the thing I'd never dreamt of. And you too, you can do this. So I conclude by saying, if you are looking for a transformative experience that will equip you with the skills, knowledge, and the network to succeed, I encourage you to apply for the Young Professional Mentorship Program. Don't miss this opportunity to ignite your path and become a better version of yourself. We believe in you all. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Rosette. Some hearts, some flowers for Rosette. Wow, well done, Rosette. Thank you so much for sharing with us what the program has, how the program has impacted your life. Thank you so much. And to all our speakers, thank you so much. We are going to go to our next segment, and that is questions. If you're on the call and you have some questions you have for the guest speakers, feel free to raise up your hand and then I'll give you the opportunity to ask that question. Questions? You can also type in the chat or you raise up your hand and I'll give you the opportunity to do that. Questions as we wait for people to ask questions. I'm going to request a gift to be giving a vote of thanks to Alex and Destiny as we wait for people who have questions to ask.
Okay. This session is really incredible. To the people who have just joined in or who joined in at the start, it's very nice and inquisitive for you to have questions to ask, not only the guest speakers, but also us who are in this call as well. Some questions can be attended to, both in the chat, when you share them, or when you ask. It's nice to be inquisitive, and an inquisitive mind is one that learns better. I would like to take this opportunity to give a wonderful vote of thanks to our two guest speakers, Destiny and Omondi Alex. The other two guest speakers, another person who gave their vote of thanks. So once again, I'm called Kwasi Gift, and I just recently graduated from cohort 3. On behalf of all our participants today, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speakers, Destiny and Alex. It has been a bit emotional and so inspiring, getting to hear beautiful and yet challenging some stories of growth from our speakers. Their stories are true stories of rethinking, refocusing, and succeeding as our vision at the Young Professional Mentorship Program states. In the same way, without forgetting the organizers and the entire team at the Young Professional Mentorship Program for such an insightful session. It has been wonderful, and a lot of preparation has been ongoing, both behind the scenes, even as the session goes on. So would like to say thank you for that. In honor, I would like to applaud you for the dedication you have put in empowering young people in your stories. It is truly inspiring, and it has provided valuable clarity and motivation for the journey ahead for our next mentees and the mentors of our cohort 4, 2025. To all applicants today who are listening in on this call, this wonderful session, thank you for showing up with curiosity and eagerness to learn. This is not just an application. You might think it's just an application like any other that I would wake up and write and send, and maybe want to attend the session. No, this comes with a very serious vision that says we have to rethink, refocus, and succeed. And this is also another step for us towards growth, leadership, and breaking boundaries of greatness. I would like to thank everyone behind the scenes, making today's session very possible for us. Thank you all for attending, and I applaud everyone who has been able to make this session wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gift, for the vote of thanks. If you have any, I can see someone's hand is up. Charlene, please, you can go ahead and unmute, ask a question. If it's, if you want to just share something to add on, please feel free to do so. The opportunity is yours. Yes, Charlene, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much, Susan, our chair, for the opportunity. Hello, everyone on the call. My name is Charlene Kabajungu. I am a social worker by profession, and currently I am working as a researcher with a consultancy. And for me, I'll just be sharing something very brief. Mine is a simple note of appreciation towards the program. So I have the privilege to contribute to this conversation as an outsider, someone who has encountered a number of the fellows during previous assignments. For context, maybe to just bring up to speed for some who may not know who are part of this call, my very first encounter with the fellows under this program was back in March in 2022. I think it was 2022 March. And at the time I was working with an NGO supporting victims of human trafficking. And we had invited Madame Agnes to grace our event where we were recognizing university students for their efforts working towards combating human trafficking within their communities and within their schools. And I remember particularly, I think Timothy, Joshua, and Destiny were part of this engagement, and this was my very first encounter with the fellows under this program. But something really stood out for me from the fellows, and there's something that Destiny actually talked about when she was sharing about being in charge of your narrative for growth and leadership. And that's something that really stood out for me. An outsider engaging with the fellows in the program. And I see tremendous growth. This is fast forward 2 years later, 3 years maybe. And I see there's tremendous growth with the fellows. I see a lot of different mentorships that are on the internet, so many opportunities. But this particular one, as an outsider, I was stunned to testify that there's been so much growth with the different fellows. Along the way, I've had an opportunity to meet other fellows. Rachel, Gift is someone that we've been engaging with for quite some time now. But it's such an opportunity to see the growth, to see, going out of your comfort zone and going to take charge of your life. And I love that about the fellows in this program. It's something that I admire, something that I keep on sharing with my fellow colleagues and other people in different spaces. So for me, I really appreciate this program. I've been a witness at the differences that I've seen in the different fellows. And I would like to thank the patron. Thank you, Madame Agnes, for this initiative. It's one of a kind. So with that, I will hand over to you, Suzanne. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Charlene. It's so awesome when someone who is outside of the program gets to see the fruits that are coming out of the people who are fellows of the program. So if you're still doubting, you're still contemplating if the program, will it really have impact on my life? Yes, it will. But also one thing we should remember is like as Destiny said, you need a self-drive as an individual and you need to put in the work. I think Alex highlighted some of those expectations that you should come with as a mentee. You need to put in the work, the consistency. It's not a one-day off task and hey, you're going to see magic. You need to put in the work. So thank you so much for that. We have some questions in the chat box. And the first one, if you feel free, if you can answer that question, you can really take it up. So I'm going to go to the first question that is coming from Kelvin. Kelvin says, hello, Susan, is the mentorship program flexible for people on a for people on a 9 to 5 jobs? Does the mentorship attract any financial obligation or is it free? That's the first one. So, oh, wow, I have so many people waiting to answer. Yes, Charity's hand is up. So, Charity or Destiny can answer. Charity, you can unmute and then answer that.
Kindly give the question to Destiny. Mine is the question and not a response to the question asked.
Oh, I thought you wanted to respond. Yes, Destiny. Is the program flexible for people on a 9 to 5, people who have like 9 to 5 jobs? And does the mentorship attract any financial obligation or is it free?
I can say it's flexible, but the degree of flexibility depends on your commitment. Most of the people in this program have a 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 job. They also, some have school. Some are married with children, husbands, wives. Some are not in the time zone of Uganda or East Africa. So when you talk of flexibility, I attach it to your commitment to want to engage, to participate. But we also understand you have these other responsibilities that we want you to excel at. So the ball goes back to you on how you manage, on how the program runs, we have bi-weekly, often weekend sessions. We try to have them on weekends, especially Saturday or Sunday, depending on the availability of guest speakers and the topics. That is the mandatory sessions. We have them virtually, so you're able to log in the way you did today. We also have opportunities where we have physical engagements, physical networking opportunities, volunteering opportunities. Those also require you to attend, participate. So it is a matter of how do I, as a person with all these other responsibilities, how do I balance? There may never be an equal balance. At one point, one may be more priority than the other. But the matter is all according to how you manage and balance your aspects of life. We have also, sometimes we engage with people because of their job. You may find there is a meeting depending on your flexibility with your mentor. It may be done in the evening after you finished work or on a weekend or during the course of that day. But regardless of your time, your job, your commitment, we try to give platform for all to be available, to engage and to participate. On the aspect of financial obligation, yes, the 9 months of mentorship attracts a fee of 350,000 Ugandan shillings. And this can be paid in installment, with the first installment, in case you are accepted, often the first installment is around 150,000 deposit before you start the first sessions. So yes, there is financial obligation, cannot shy away from that. What is needed? What is that financial fee for? Administrative costs that come with running the program, but also opportunity when you have a likelihood of engagement physically, it can cater for that. And part of it also your certificate, your T-shirt, like you see how we are all looking glorious. Yes. At the end, when you graduate, not during. So for successful applicants who apply and you successfully go through the program, all these benefits. But aside from the financial cost, which is really to cater for administrative and other things, I believe that the benefit of the program outweighs the 350,000 that somebody pays for. That's what I can say.
Oh, thank you so much, Destiny, for answering those two questions. Anthony, your hand is up, so I'm going to have you, then I'll go back read the next question that is in our chat box. So Anthony, feel free to unmute and ask or share anything that you would like to. The floor is yours, Anthony.
Thank you very much, Susan. Greetings to everyone on call this afternoon. So I joined in a little bit late when Destiny was presenting, but I have some few questions that I would love to know about the program, because a friend of mine recommended this program to me, and she is Anna Ruth. She recommended that I should join, but I would love to know how the program is structured, which modules do we handle for those 9 months. Then another question is about, is this program specific to some industries, or it cuts across to professionals across the different sectors or fields? Then the last thing that is a concern, I wanted to complete my application this this evening, but I can't access the link because they're saying it violates the terms of reference, I think, of Google Drive. I think the IT personnel would look into it to see that we complete our applications within the 4 remaining days. Thank you. Back to the moderator.
Thank you so much, Anthony, for those questions. Destiny, would you like to reply to the, actually, I think the last one's IT, maybe how the program is structured, and also does it cut across for all people? Sharon, do you want to respond to the programs? Let me first give it to Destiny to reply to the application process and link, then we shall come back to you. So, Destiny?
First of all, apologies about the technical glitch. We will look into it and see maybe there's a cyber security violation or something. It could have been from our end or somewhere else, but we will rectify that within the shortest time possible so that by today, at least around 8 latest, everything is rectified. Does the program cater for people across all professionals? Yes. The program caters for people across different professional backgrounds, whether you're a doctor, you're a teacher, you are a communications person like me, you're a psychologist, you're a human rights activist, you are a lawyer. Yes, it is meant for you. You're a teacher, you are welcome. In terms of the topics, the modules, often we tailor the topics according to the needs. So one cohort's need may be different. As much as we understand that there are many cross-cutting issues, we also identify the niches that people could benefit them. And these are all carried out after people have applied. From their applications, we analyze their needs and their areas of interest to grow. It is upon those bases that each cohort has a tailored module system and topics under which to handle. However, in all the cohorts, you will have voluntarism is a must, professionalism is a must, storytelling and use of media is a must, TED Talk presentation, by listening to other and watching other people's TED Talks and also preparing yours is a must. So all those key cut across as much as we tailor all the others to meet the needs of particular cohort members. Over to you, Sharon, about the structure of the program.
Okay, thank you very much, Destiny. Thank you, Susan, and everyone. Thank you for joining. So I'll just add on from where Destiny stopped. Basically, I will talk on the structure that, is constant. Besides having topics that are tailored to our needs, number one, there are things that we have to do. They are part of our deliverables, things that you must do for you, to graduate and be called an alumni of Young Professional Mentorship Program. Number one, we have session attendance that goes up to 95%. So you have to attend sessions up to 95%. And then we have volunteerism activity that's part of, our assignments that you will have to go out of your comfort zone and go and do volunteerism. And, it's just because of time, there are people in this call who started their organizations or schools because of those small volunteerism activities. So that's number two. And then we also have one-on-ones with our chief mentor and then with our mentors first. So you will have a personalized mentor, someone who is directed to you. And then that's where you will tailor all your issues, your growth, your back and forth, and then you'll also be able to reach to a chief mentor. And we also have cluster assignments, that is policy presentation. In the middle of the program, you will do a lot of work based on policy. You will do research, and then, those are the kind of papers that later on you will work on, and it would turn into something you would never imagine. And then we have TED Talks. Destiny talked about this. It's also one of our deliverables. It's something that we do it on our graduations and we do the mocks. So you have to watch other people and develop your TED Talks as well. And then we have blogging. You had, Rosette talk about blogging. We start in a baby step. Today you start with 2 lines, tomorrow you expand. So after every session, after every activity, you have to blog so that you come up with something. So those are the things that our program are leveled at. Besides the teamwork, professionalism, and then volunteerism as major core, those are the things that we shall do throughout the 9 months. And the truth is, it's a very intensive program, but if you plan your time, just as Destiny said, it is something that is a tick away. Thank you very much, Susan.
Thank you so much, Sharon and Destiny, for answering to that. There is also taking someone out that you admire. Sometimes we have people we look up to and we really never even reach out to them. So that through that program, if those people are there, there is that opportunity for you to meet that person. And I'm also glad I got to meet the person I admire. If it wasn't for YPMP, honestly, I don't think I would even have reached out to them. I would continue admiring and admiring, but there is a way you're stretched until you do what you really want to do. So at the end of it, it's also you as an individual taking the activities just beyond them being activities, but taking an extra mile to make it part of your life, not something to just be ticked off, but something that you keep doing in your day-to-day life. So thank you so much. And this brings us to our next question, and it's directed to Alex. Have I lost it? Yeah, it says a question to the first speaker. He talked about the program helped him get opportunities he has at the moment. He has at the moment. How did he know once he joined the program things will start working out? I know this is a question most of us can really answer, but let's hear from Alex.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's a general question, and everyone who has maybe gone through this program can answer that one with confidence. Okay, first of all, okay, usually what I usually say is that the reality is that you don't wish away your problems, because you see, the issues you have, the challenges, but you can't wish them away. Yeah, that's the reality of life. You can go through challenges, you want things to work out, but at the end of the day, you can't wish them out. But what can we do? You can take steps to prevent yourself from being victimized. So for me, that's what I did. Okay, I knew maybe at the moment things were not as good as I wanted them to be, and given the direction was not there, but because I know at also personal level, at times you have to at least take steps to prevent yourself maybe from being stagnant, or you just try to do the right thing as long as there is progress and hope. So for me, I took this opportunity. I saw it as at least something that will give me hope. Because before joining, you don't know. I didn't know like much about it and what is I'm going to get from it. But once I joined, I was surprised. Like even what you are thinking, you find that maybe your plans that you are not even succeeding while you are not in the program, they are now even small. You start to think big, have bigger plans, because now they have also opened your eyes. You are like, you have become a global citizen also. You are not now just a Kenyan or a Ugandan. No, you will now become a global citizen. You think big, and through that, through the coaching, the guidance from the chief mentor, the mentors, and all those activities, the blogging, the communication skills, you will end up just succeeding. Yeah. So that's the secret. Just join, and there's a lot that will guide you to the right path. Yeah. So thank you. Hope you answered. And that one, I think everyone could have answered, raised that question up, but from my end, YPMP is the way to go. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Alex. As I was hearing you answer, but also reflecting on what Destiny shared, because she shared something that had self-drive, then mentorship, and then action. So through the program, one thing that I learned as an individual that really helped me to start seeing that change is the drive, first of all, I had inside me, because I really wanted that change. I was hungry for growth. I really wanted to grow. And then every time we were given an assignment, I think my first thing to try was when Madame Agnes shared about the power of visibility and the front line. I know sometimes you're there and will they work or they won't work? So when she also shared a link to a Zoom session. It was on creating a flexible environment for people with disabilities. So I joined. And then she said, make sure people know you're in the Zoom call. And that's what exactly I did. When there was an opportunity to speak, I spoke, and then I spoke about my passion, which is about empowering young people with sexual reproductive health and rights information. And immediately I got off the call. They told me, oh, there is someone who really likes you and they are interested in that field. They need feedback. They are running an article. It was a lady called Sarah on Bukede. So she wanted to have my view on a story that she was running on TV. So how did it happen? The self-drive of me, like, I want really growth. Then what next is the mentorship through the online sessions. And then what did I do? The action. I tried it out, and then I started seeing the feedback. So at that point, I was like, okay, it just doesn't need you to just listen in, but also go to the next step, which is action, because most times we only end on the mentorship part and we never implement what we have learned. So when you start implementing, I know most of us on the call here who have been part of the program can really attest to that, because it's through the action that we kept seeing the different results that we are seeing in the different areas. So Charity, I see your hand has been up. Please go ahead and ask the question you wanted to ask.
Thank you so much, Susan. Yeah, I'm on. Thank you so much, Susan. My name is Charity. And yes, I am an alumni of YPMP 2022. No, cohort 2023, the second cohort, the mighty cohort, I may say. So someone inboxed me asking me whether we have a physical office and where it is located. Then they're scared that this program sounds like as if it is in a setting of a secondary school that, and their question or worry is about what the remedy is, not the remedy, what the punishment would be in case they don't attend sessions, in case they don't do assignments, that are there retakes or there are some canes applied in regard to missing some of the sessions or part of their commitment. And then lastly, they are asking whether there are physical sessions or physical classes that need to be attended. This, I hand it over to you, Susan, to give it to any person who can responsibly and ably respond to those queries from someone who is attending with us virtually. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Charity. I'm going to send these questions to Sharon. Are you in position to answer those questions? Will people get retakes if they don't do their assignments? And is there a physical office? But then are there physical classes for class of 2025?
Thank you very much, Susan. I see Destiny is also smiling. I think she has got answers. So I'm going to give you a question on the physical office. You'll tell us the location and the direction of the physical office. So I'm going to start with if you are not able to finish your assignment. We don't have pains. We don't have pains since basically our sessions are online. And but we have a system that's Google Classroom that we shall be sending reminders, time and again to you. And in the Google Classroom, you're going to see the assignments that are due, the ones that are needs to be submitted, the ones that you've missed, to submit. Now, if you are not able to, complete, we prompt more. What is the problem? Why are you not able to complete your work? Because of diversity, we need to understand, and then after you are going through each and every option and understanding, if we see you are failing to balance and maybe you are not able to complete, there is also a space, to excuse you for a while, to excuse you and you don't continue with the program, because this program, unless you do the work, that's when you benefit. Unless you attend sessions, that's when you benefit. So if you're not attending sessions, if you are not blogging, it's not going to benefit you. But we are also going to have rotational mentorship. So before even everything is done, maybe we rotate your mentor. We see if the other person will understand you best. So we have various ways of approaches that we are going to handle that if you are not completing your assignment. But the end result is you might not graduate, or you cannot graduate if you don't finish a certain percentage. Now, there are people who will complete and miss 2 to 3 assignments. Those ones will graduate, but they will graduate with certificate of participation. What does it mean? There are also consequences to that. But when you graduate with certificate of completion, you are free, to do certain things beyond a person who has graduated with certificate of participation. My only advice is don't, make assumption that you will not be able to do each and everything. You are going to be able. I know the first session is going to trigger your mind to do amazing things. So that's all from me, Susan. Destiny, about location.
We, as of 2025, will be having our physical offices in Chira, Central Chira, and that's where we'll be located. However, most of our sessions are virtual, and they'll still continue to be active virtual interaction, just like the way we started virtually. We are not yet about to exclude that from our program. In this vein, allow me respond to one of the questions that came in. What is the difference between YPMP and the Igoe Institute? The Igoe Young Professional Mentorship Institute is the new name that we have. For many people who know YPMP, we started as YPMP, but as of last year, we were able to register as an NGO, and under the institute, we have different programs, of which YPMP is the flagship program. That's why you hear it a lot, because that's how it started. And as much as we have the YPMP program, that's the mentorship program, we have also other programs like the counter trafficking program. We have the arts and culture program. We also have the agriculture, entrepreneurship and projects program. So we have different programs under the institute, of which YPMP is the flagship and the first that has taken flight. Yeah.
Thank you, Destiny and Sharon, for answering those questions. Our time is far spent. Sharon, I see your hand up.
Yes, about having physical session as well. I think it's one of the questions that came to authority. So basically, to be flexible because of diversity, usually we have online sessions. However, there are sessions that can come physically as needs arise. But majorly we do online sessions. Yeah.
Okay, thank you everyone for staying on the call till now. There was another question, but it was about being flexible, which Destiny already answered. Yes, Destiny.
As we are winding up, just one thing. I know this info sessional may not have exhausted some of the questions, or if you have any questions that keep coming, other than the website where you can read about us, click on the blog section where you can read some of the stories. Go to our YouTube where you are able to hear our genesis and the impact from different people. Utilize all these avenues to help you exhaust who we are, what we do, the impact that we have created. And above all else, as you're doing that, remember, deadline is ticking. Applications are getting done soon. Yeah.
Thank you for the reminder, Destiny. Please let's not also forget to register. Sharon has shared a link in the chat. Go there and then register. So thank you so much, everyone who has been on call till now. Before we wind up the session, I would like to invite our team leader, Timothy, to talk to us.
Yes, thank you, Susan, for the opportunity. And I want to thank everyone that has really supported, this session. I may not turn on my video. I'm still in a place that isn't favorable, but at least I've really, had most of the questions have been responded to. And at least I'm sure that everyone that has been part of the session has really gotten at least a good percentage of the detail. So my name is Timothy Orugumisiriza, for those that are hearing my voice for the first time. And I've been acting as a team leader and also someone who was in the very, very core cohort, the first one that has really been very incredible till today. And I was very humbled seeing that at least this session we had at least each one of the people of each cohort sharing, which is very, very important. So about my journey, maybe today was not my day for sharing, but I'm glad that we have had, great guest speakers who have really given us, a lot of about their journey. And guess what? This journey can one day be yours, and maybe we shall be listening to one of, those who go through shall be listening to one of your stories. So one thing I would say, the support is still really a mandate, and we pledge to do that until maybe some of you that are on the call go through the good thing that all our contacts at least have been receiving calls and messages, and I hope we are supporting all of you at the pace that we can. So with those few words, I just want to thank everyone for being part of the session, and looking forward to really seeing those who will make it through the small sieve. We call it small because of how gracious it is for those who make it through. Otherwise, looking forward to seeing most of you through it all. Thank you so much, Susan, for having this session and the perfect moderation. I don't think we could do this without you. Thank you so much, Susan, and the rest of the team.
Thank you so much, our team leader, Timothy. It's the time we take pictures before we hear from our chief mentor. So please, if you can, please turn on your video, put on your best smile, and Gift is going to do us the honors of taking the pictures. Yes, Gift. Put on those videos.
Okay,
Put on those
I would
masks.
like everyone to put on their videos. Is everyone ready? The first shot has been taken. I'm waiting for the second one. Timothy, I can see you. One more, please. Where did Timothy run to? Okay. Asha, Olivia, people. Okay. Thank you for those smiles.
Let's register
Thank
as
you.
well.
Oh, it's nice to see people's videos on big smiles. Oh, so beautiful. I hope one time we all have our videos on. By the way, it was one of my fears. I was like, how do I turn on my video? But look at me now. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Gift, for taking those pictures for us. Right now, we are going to have our chief mentor give us the final remarks. Let's show her some love, some flowers, some hearts, claps, whatever you can to welcome her. Madam, you're welcome to talk to us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for hanging on. This is a good sign. All of you have been to the end. That's the first sign, the resilience and like, commitment. And thank you for, attending this session. I think like quickly, I'll add on some of, because they asked questions. I just want to, add on some highlights because why we have most sessions also online is because some of the kind of speakers we have, we can't really have them on site. I can't imagine Luke, for example, who advisor at the White House to President Biden. I wouldn't imagine how I would lift him from the White House, to come for a physical session, but he could log on and speak to us. So we'll have speakers from different areas, USA, Africa, Uganda, such that wherever you are, you can speak, with us. And also because we have a diverse audience, it's not only Ugandans who are participating, and which mentees have also spoken that, having that diverse, mentees was also helpful because you are able to interact with, people from different, spaces. But wherever you are, if you are really excited about audience, you're going to get it because you're going to do voluntary activities in your communities. And so you'll have interactions with many people. We have our organizations who allow our people to participate, but some of them who come from outside Uganda are not able to participate. So there will be, so many things. Then, of course, there will be TED Talks, and there will be opportunities also for you to meet with your mentors. We have growing communities, for example, in Kenya, there will be mentors, and we've seen meetups, happening in different places. And we also welcome, even mentees get creative as you know each other, and then you can also support in the process. About somebody who is thinking about missing sessions, that's one thing that you'll also learn. Sometimes even before you get to know it, what you require is learning about time management, about multitasking, because in your life, if you're only going to do one thing, then it's a challenge. So people will guide you because that's not how life is going to be. At some point, you're going to be married with children, but with work, you know. So how do you balance everything in your life? Because you're studying while working. It's going to happen. Then somebody pursuing CPA, is now at a different level. Unless you're pursuing so many things and you actually know that you're not going to be able to do assignments, then you can, you can prioritize and say, maybe this is not the time for now. Because at the end of the day, we may not cane you as punishment that you're missing sessions, but you can't graduate when you've not done it. I've not seen a university whereby they will give you a certificate or a degree when you've missed sessions, classes, when you've not done tests or assignments. I've not seen it anywhere. So it's not different because you're graduating from what? Because we don't want you to graduate when you've not grown. So what's the use of joining YPMP? And we'll also be telling lies because we've not helped you grow, because you've not participated. So what are you graduating for? But all those fears will melt away because you'll be guided and you'll learn about time management, how to be on course on assignment. You'll have your mentor, and these mentors are so kind and available. And just for the record, like how they say the payment, these mentors are not even paid. Okay, they are not paid. They are volunteering. They know that the program has supported them, so they want to show up, for other people. And they show up as if they are being paid. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked how much they will support you. And the support will not just be from your one mentor. You'll have one mentor that to you, but all other mentors will be accessible. So you'll be speaking, to different, as you work along, and then you'll be having support, all around, which will be helping from your fellow, mentees. So that shouldn't be a problem. I also make sure that you don't miss this because you'll have to have a report. That's why we want you to blog, and do assignments because you'll produce a report at the end of the program. So what are you going to write? So as you blog and what will be easier. So you'll just lift what you've been doing into your report, which is also of benefit to you. So you can track your progress. That's why people are able to see even that, hey, look at my first blog and look at how beautifully I write now. So you'll actually see it and you see, and then you'll see improvements even on your social media. You'll see improvements of people who are reaching out to you for opportunities because of what they've seen you do. And so all of us who are also scared about, social media and all that will make you, know how to use it. Some people are even struggling on how to use Zoom. I'm sure some people have not even participated in this program today because they were figuring out how even to use Zoom. That's how I found class of 2020. So you'll have support on that. So that phobia of technology, and so you'll be surprised. You'll be the one leading sessions, later. And I'm also happy that, it's cross, it's professional. Because that's also in the learning, so that you know. So sometimes you can be stuck in one profession and think that only life rotates around that. Then you realize, hey, there's also this other different world or different life, or some other things, going on. So that exposure also helps you get out of that, box of yours. So at the end of the day, it's really like they say, garbage in, garbage out. So people can give you the skill set and all that, but you really have to do the work and grow and allow yourself to grow. Because if you're resisting, then there's no need, for the program. Because like I always say, the best way to learn how to write is to write. The best way to learn how to speak is to speak. So there will be different opportunities of speaking. You'll be introducing speakers. You'll be running sessions, but we'll prepare you for that as you go along. The good thing, how do I know even how this program works? Because of the feedback, people give. I know that mentees of the program who are working, they're usually the employee of the year in the organizations, which is so heartwarming. Many of them get where they get bonuses. We've had people who did not even think that certain prestigious fellowships are for them, go on for the fellowships. So there's growth. Whether within Uganda, you don't even have to fly out to recognize, the growth and the fact that you remain, because for us, the values, and please look at our values. Even when you look at the website, we have values and we really go by them. That's why we're a very happy community. It's so easy to identify us wherever we are, the mentorship, because, this is a family for us for good. And for us, we need a family which is good to be a part of. So we show up for each other, we celebrate each other, we support each other. whether you are doing academia or in work. So you have this community you run to, and it is all round. So you'll find that to me, the support you get is beyond just even academic and professional. It goes into if you have mental health issues. We've had people who are unwell and we have to refer them for treatment. People who think, they have challenges, and we walk through those challenges because there are some things, and then no one mentioned this, but we also have guest speakers who talk into relationships, because you're at the age where you're falling in love, you're falling out of love, heartbreaks, I don't know what, you don't know how to date. And so we'll have a couple who will come and really talk through those things that you may have challenges along the way. So thank you so much for showing up, and I look forward. I'm seeing names here. So usually I know when the names show up here, there are those who will end up within the program, because I see the commitment and the knowledge. So continue. And make sure that if you have challenges with leave messages, because I know that there are opportunities to reach out even on our socials if you're getting challenges with the application, or if anything is going and you have any other questions you have. So see you very soon. When I can't wait to see. Usually that's my highlight, that who is going to show up for class of 2025. Who are these? What are they dealing with? And then you walk the journey, and say, oh my God, see where we came from. We are always excited, to see our people, and not even get worried that the people you're seeing on one, because when you get worried that, oh, this one has a master's degree, or no. I mean, we have people like Pech, I'll say it, because, a refugee without a degree, without anything. And now he's at the American, University in Nairobi, doing, engineering and AI. It's amazing, from the refugee camp straight, it's amazing. I just love those success stories. And then our survivors of trafficking. So if you look at people with vulnerable populations, people like who have the really challenges, pull through. Now who are we? Who have the hands? We have shelter, parents who support us. So what excuse do we have? So sometimes just somebody to help you navigate, because all of us, we've gone through this world because somebody has supported us to navigate, or in different ways. So looking forward to seeing all of you. Thank you all who did this session. And for the record, everybody went through YPMP. So whoever you are admiring, just know that they started this journey just like you, or they were worse off than you, and see what they are. And somebody asked that, how can one join the team? You have to finish the program. There's no way, there's no one who is, or even if you go to the website, program director, communication director, everybody went through the program. Yeah, so you have to finish the program to be part of the team. Thank you. And back to you, Susan.
Thank you so much, Madam Agnes. Thank you, everyone, for being on the call from 2 till now. It's really appreciated. Thank you so much for sparing the time to make sure you tune in and then listen and learn and be inspired. Hoping to see you. Do I have the honors to close it? Yes. All right. You can leave at leisure. See you. Bye.
Thank you.